everybody, I'm Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com, and this is Cooking Like Alpha Beta Pie. Now tonight I'm going to show you an exciting recipe. It's a basic recipe, but it's beefed up, no pun intended. I'm actually making hamburgers tonight, but I'm going to do a chili cheddar hamburger. Now I'm going to show you how to stuff these burgers with cheddar, okay? And I'm also going to make it a little spicy. Now I'm going to make it spicy with these really great little African bird's eye peppers. They're also called piri piri, and I got them from Epicurial. Make sure you check out the review I've done on these. I really enjoy these. These are the bomb, but check out how tiny they are. And that's really all you need is like 1 or 2 for a whole entire recipe. Now that's how tiny the chilies are. They're dried. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these bad boys, and I am going to use my mortar and pestle, and I'm going to grind it up very, very finely so that I can put it in this ground beef. Now I've got 1 pound of extra lean ground beef, okay? Into my mortar and pestle goes my piri piri. Keep your face away from the mortar and pestle because you'll start coughing for sure. This is a super, super hot chili. Now into that bowl it goes. That's really all you need for that. For the spiciness, I'm going to put some freshly cracked black pepper in. These are Drogeria spice grinders, super heavy duty, really cool. Bust that in there a little bit. Now I hold off on my salt just because I'm funny about my salt intake. I have to be very careful, everyone does. So my cheddar has salt in it. My condiments are going to have salt in it. My bread that I'm putting my burger on has salt in it, as well as the breadcrumbs that I'm putting inside has salt in it. So you have remnants of salt everywhere. So chill out. Don't put extra salt. Wait and taste it, and if you need it, then put it at the end, okay? I'm putting about 1/2 cup of fresh breadcrumbs. Well, they're the ones from the bread that I had here, and I just buzzed them up and made some, okay? So you're going to use your hands for this, okay? These are your best tools that you could possibly find. I'm also going to have one more ingredient in here, and it's my secret ingredient for hamburgers. Don't tell anyone. No, just kidding. Obviously, I'm telling you all. I put butter in here. Now, when I put butter in here, it just keeps the meat nice and moist. It has a beautiful flavor. It just works, okay? So if you're using lean, go ahead and you can use some of this. Relax. It's going to go, oh, you're only using like, that's not even a whole tablespoon. I would say that's like 3/4 of a tablespoon for the whole pound, okay? A lot of it's going to melt out, and that's cool. You know what I mean? That's less calories. But what stays in there keeps it so nice and lubricated. The meat is very tasty, and it's just succulent. Anyways, you're just going to go ahead and mush it all through. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. Now, feel free if you want to chop up some fresh parsley, which I still might do. Chop up some fresh parsley. You can put some dried parsley in there if you want to. If you want it more spicy, go ahead and put spicy in it. Another thing I was going to do tonight, I was going to chop up some, mince up some mushrooms very finely and put them in here. But I changed my mind at the last minute. That's cool. We'll do it another time. Anyhow, so instead I'm going to stuff them with cheddar, okay? Now this is already nice and homogeneous. It's just all mixed through, so everything's even, okay? Make sure you wash your hands. Okay, to the cheddar, I'm just going to cut, that's probably going to make 4 burgers, I would say. So I'm going to cut enough cheese that I'm going to be able to put in there, okay? So this is kind of not the shape I want it to be, but we're going to deal with it. Just cut a nice slice, couple nice slices. You're also going to slice them in half. There we go. 4 nice pieces. Okay. You're also going to slice them in half again. We're going to put them in 2 by 2. There we go. Okay. So here's not really a trick. You know what I mean? At this point, also, if you want to, you can go ahead and preheat your grill. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to throw my burgers into the fridge for a hot minute just to, you know, solidify back up a little bit better before I throw them on the grill. So here we go. We're going to separate your meat into 4 equal parts, okay? So what I do is I just make a ball with it so that I have somewhat equal sized burgers. So somewhat of a ball, okay? You're going to take your knife and you're just going to score it and give yourself, you know, a nice guideline of what's half, and then slice it in half. Just do like a cross. And that's going to give you pretty much 4 equal parts, okay? Depending on how awesome your eyeball was. So just grab that meat. You're going to make it a flat disc, okay? So, got me? Nice and flat, like super flat, even more flat than you would regularly do. So, then I'm going to grab my 2 pieces of cheese. I'm going to lay them next to each other because I just want them to be inside. So when you bite into these bad boys, you're going to bite into an ooey gooey mess of cheddar cheese. It's going to be fabulous. So now you're just going to fold the burger meat over top of that cheese, okay? And then you're going to make it nice and seamless. Make it a pretty looking burger. So now you got your cheddar in there. Easy peasy, right? And it's a great surprise. You can put all kinds of cool things in there. You can put a really great mushroom. You could put a roasted pepper. You could put all kinds of cheeses. I've done blue cheese and goat cheese. Fantastic. Now, the whole point of this is to make sure that you seal the cheese inside because cheese gets gooey and it runs, right? So you want to make sure that there's no holes and it's like all perfect. So I'm going to show you one more time and then you guys can do the rest of them. And I'll show you how to barbecue them up. Okay. So just grab your meat. And you're going to flatten it really nice into like a pancake. Okay. About half the thickness that you would want your burger. Right? You're going to grab 2 pieces of your cheese. You're going to lay them next to each other. And you're going to fold that meat right over top of it. And then you're going to flatten it and make a pretty burger. Okay? It's that simple, guys. And who would know that there's some special little treat inside there, right? Okay, so these are what the burgers look like. You'd never know that there's cheddar inside, would you? It just looks like a regular burger. Anyway, so if you do make these and you freeze them, make sure that you label them so you know what's inside so it's not a great big surprise. You want to make sure everything goes together. All right, so I'll be back in a minute when I'm done these, okay? Okay, we're back. So here's 4 beautiful hamburgers ready to go on the grill. Okay, going to preheat my grill now. These are going into the fridge for a couple minutes just to solidify back up so everything works well on my grill. All right, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're out here at the grill and it's on about medium heat. It's been preheated. I've also sprayed my grates with some non-stick spray before I got going. Now, my burgers have been in the fridge, just cooling down a little bit, making sure that they can maintain their texture and their integrity, okay? I've got that cheese inside, and that's going to be cool. So we want to make sure that we're not trying to remove these burgers from the grate before that they've already cooked and unstuck their own selves. Now, if you find that your food sticks to the grill, what that means is it's probably not all the way, you know, cooked up yet. It hasn't caramelized or done whatever it needs to do. And once it does that, it cooks a little bit longer. Usually if you wait another 1 or 2 minutes, if your stuff is sticking, it'll unstick its own self without you having to like break it apart, okay? So we're going to leave these on here, I don't know, 3-4 minutes aside. I'm going to check it just to make sure. Turn it like 90-degree angles so you get some nice grill marks, and then you're going to flip it over. I want to do these a little bit slower because I want to make sure that that center is really nice and cooked around that cheese, okay? All right, so you can close this if you want to, but babysit it if you're going to do that. Okay, so make sure you're checking on them because you could have a little fire going on like this. Now, if you do that, make sure you blow that out as quick as you can. And if you can't, move that thing out of the way. Okay? All right. All is well. Now, that little bit of butter that we put in those burgers, that's also going to help it keep from sticking to the grate. As you can see, I moved it pretty darn easy off that grate. And they've only been on here a few minutes. Now, I'm already smelling that they're cooking and wonderful, but I can smell the cheese inside, and that's pretty cool. All right, let's just take a peek. What's going on underneath here? Beautiful grill marks. We're going to turn them 90-degree angle, get a nice grill mark. All right, and we're going to wait one more time. All right, we have some char broil action going on. I'm going to flip them over to the other side. We're halfway done. These bad boys look great. Awesome. Now, if you're looking like you're having a huge fire going on, make sure you're turning down the flames. All right, and just babysit them. All right, we'll be back in a couple more minutes. We're gonna flip it again, another 90-degree angles, and we're done. All right. Okay, I came back, I turned them another 90-degree angle, and now they're ready to come off. I'm doing the little poke test, and the last 2, the ones on the back, are not quite done, but the ones on the front are, and I'm going to tell you how. Now, the way I determine is if you go like this with your hand, and you press that, you make a nice fist, and you press that with your finger, you can tell that that's the texture of the way meat is when it's well done. So that's well done. Now just use your brains and gear it back down to rare all the way up, right? So you'll be able to tell a little bit as to whether or not it's done all the way or not. All right, just for good measure, one more turn, just because I can. And onto my plate. These are done. Now, if you find that the outside is charring and you have it on the lowest temperature possible, what you can do is you can take these bad boys off the grill, throw them in your oven on a lower temperature to like make sure that that center cooks up properly, okay? So you're not all the way burning these bad boys on the grill. Now, don't these look gorgeous? Can't wait to eat them. All right. Turn your grill off. All right, everybody. So I'm in with these bad boys, and look at the gooey cheese. Check it out.
It looks beautiful.
Now, a couple of them, just like I told you outside, I put inside the oven for a couple more minutes just to make sure that it was inside was cooked around that cheese, okay? See that cheese oozing out? Beautiful. Okay, Mommy, which one would you like, my love?
This little one.
This little one? Mom is putting it on some bread. Actually, if you use slices of bread, you cut down on your carbs.
That's right.
Considerably.
You don't have all that bun.
All that extra bun that you don't need or want or whatever. What do you want on it, honey?
Just mustard.
Okay, mustard. And Mom's going to try it for us. Nice. Tell me what you think about the ooey gooey cheese situation. Now you can put lettuce, tomato, etc.,
Yes.
whatever the heck you want on there. You didn't get it yet? Let's show it to them.
Good.
Can you just break it a little bit? Let's show how ooey gooey. Show the camera.
Oh, there we go.
Awesome. That's what you want to see. Anyways,
Good.
that's how you cook cheddar stuffed hamburgers. Barbecued cheddar stuffed hamburgers. Doesn't that sound awesome? Anyways,
Really good.
this is Cooking Like Alpha Beta Pie. Make sure you check out Mom's website. It's IngridTurnerToday.com. Thanks, Mommy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Thank
Go
you.
Enjoy. Oh, we
For
have
the
fries
beautiful
for
burger. Oh, fries
Oh,
too.
heavens to
Wow.
you. There's the fries I love. Let's move these out of the way.
Okay.
Have some fries. Steak fries. Anyway, follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. I hope you like the fan page. It's facebook.com/Cooking with Kimberly. My shows are on youtube.com/Cooking with Kimberly and ifood.tv/Cooking with Kimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. That's it. That's all. Check
these
out.
are good.
Yeah? Check out alphabetapie.com. This is Cooking Like Alpha Beta Pie. Be champions in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Looking at you in the mirror. Tell me who you are. Tell me who you're looking at. You do this to yourself.